Dhyan takes us to the innermost secrets of life as we travel from the outside world in the form of thoughts and visual impressions, and we go through the kingdom of mind, the thoughts, beliefs, ideas, and then we reach to the innermost state where everything is left behind and only peaceful silence remains. All this combined is what we are. There is nothing like outside world and inside world. Just the way the tree manifests outside, but through its roots is connected to the soil, which has a capacity to give rise to and nourish any kind of tree or a plant. The outside world that we see has its own deep roots. Person singing, bird chirping, all these are connected in a deeper state with their own silences. That primordial silence which was always there and always will be. Even when we speak, we are bringing that silence out in the form of microseconds, which separates our sentences. If I want to say, I am here, I have to space 3 words, I am here. Then only it carries the meaning. Without that microseconds of silence in between, the sentence will have no meaning. The space within the room is what makes the room a room. Without that space, walls will all merge together and the room will lose its functionality. Every time we speak, we are bringing that our inner, deeper silence from way deep. We don't even realize that, but we do. That's how we sing, that's how we talk, that's how we communicate. The only thing is our focus is on the talk, the thoughts, the words, language, ideas, beliefs. We never realize that there is a presence of microseconds of silence between each words. That's what sustains the Sansar. Every time we breathe in and breathe out, we take a pause. When we breathe in, we are a breather. When we breathe out, we are exhaler. When we breathe in, we are inhaler. So we inhale and we exhale. But in between, there is a space. That space can be a launching pad to go into almighty consciousness, the primordial existence. So, outside world infused with the infinite, limitless source of silence makes the whole world alive, makes the birds sound so beautiful. Symphony, orchestra, great singers, great orators, all the words, all those things are a gift of micro-silence, which is everywhere. So the whole world relies on this primordial micro-silence, which, if you go to the source, becomes infinitely big enough to swallow the whole Sansar, because this primordial existence is what gave rise to the universe. And then came the magic, the mastery of the interplay of the basic elements, creating the planets and the galaxies and animals and the birds and amazing arrangements and permutation and combination of various things created the universe. But that primordial silence never gave you up. It's still within us. It's everywhere. In our thoughts, in our language, in our words, in our speeches, in our songs. Everywhere it is there. We just have to shift the focus, like we do in the Gestalt figures, where on the face it may look like an old lady, and if we look closely, turns into a portrait of a beautiful girl. These figures are everywhere. So the same way the universe is made out of two realities. One reality that can be perceived only through the senses. Other reality which is always there, but we don't have an eye for it. So we have to change our Gestalt. And that can be changed through Dhyan. Through the Dhyan, we peek into our own spiritual existence. There is no way to peek into someone else's spiritual existence. So we are left with our own spiritual existence. And through this, we connect to the Almighty Consciousness. And the Almighty Consciousness becomes so big, so infinite. It swallows all these dualities. It engulfs the whole universe within itself, as if Mother has engulfed a child which has been born from her within, and she's keeping the child within herself until she expresses the child to the outside world. So the consciousness, being so infinitely big, engulfs not just one, but like Krishna says in Gita, crores of universes. If the consciousness is infinite, its creations cannot be finite either. There has to be infinite numbers of universes. All this brings your ego down to zero. The universal consciousness goes beyond the universal itself, and it is still silently operating, conducting, controlling our lives without manifesting itself in an obvious way, but it is always there. We have to find it. That's the whole gist of spirituality. Have a good day.